thing about soil blocking? Almost zero transplant shock. So like now if you like have them in the dark and then you put them in Texas sun and you're like, have fun. It's not going to do anything for you. It's not going to be good.
It's going to be basically people who live inside that stuff outside.
Yeah. But as far as like any type of pause, when you take something from a pot, put it out and you're waiting for it to kind of take hold, zero pause. I swear to you, the next day they've already grown because they're just so used to putting out their roots whenever they want. They're not root bound at all. Hey guys. Yeah, so these are the 3 different kinds, and then if you want to try out making your own soil blocks, I've got stations set up. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just pick a spot and I will show you. Here's the trick with soil blocking, whichever one you want to go over there, we'll go over there. Yeah, so the trick is to add so much water. Yes. How's it going? I'm Vanessa. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
All right, so did you want to try soil blocks or do you want me to tell you about soil blocks?
Sure, yeah.
This is what I'm doing pretty much, so yeah.
Those are yours?
Yeah. I
your
know.
tomatoes have looked so much better than mine.
Yeah, no.
I've had it in my wish list for so long. Like, all right, it's too late this year, but
yes.
next year.
Now it would be good for the fall too, if you decide to do stuff for the fall. So yeah, it's definitely like too late for right now. Yeah, it'd be good for the fall. I'm giving away one of the soil blockers if you want to sign up here. Yeah, and yeah, you can. You might already be on my newsletter if you want to sign up for that. This is for an app. The creator of the app is going to be here a little bit later. Yeah. Oh, she's not. She's here for South by Southwest, so she'll be here soon.
We're live on our Facebook and
Okay, cool. Awesome.
So, if you want to let people know, for anyone that sticks around for the 6 to 7
Yes.
shopping hour,
Yes.
$10 coupon from us.
Okay, awesome. Perfect.
Is this soupy enough? They're trying to do one side.
Yeah, because you don't want to do the whole thing. Nope, it's not good soup yet. So scoot this way. If you want a little bit more soup, gotta have more soup.
Right, I'm on the garden list already.
So I'm going to show you just the couple things. Yeah, so the giveaway is actually going to be a variety of seeds from Southern Seed Exposure. They're sending me a pack.
Oh, nice.
So basically I'll be bringing this to you or mailing it to you if you're far away. But I've got a squash vine board trap. I tried this out last year. A big thing of worm tea, but you guys can take home some worm tea that I made, like just have it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, yeah. And then I have some Seminole pumpkin seeds. They were my favorite, most prolific.
Yeah.
So those are just for you guys to take. Yeah, and that was from my biggest Seminole pumpkin, so I think the genes are good in it.
Yeah, I did China Jades this year.
Oh yes, awesome. Man, I love China Jades. I'm growing those things again. They're amazing. Yeah, okay, cool. So what's up?
Do y'all have to start them in the small ones, or can you start it in the big
Yeah, you don't have to start in the small ones. Do you want to try your hand at doing some soil blocks? Do you feel comfortable doing that? Yeah? I thought it's like, for me, if there was a class like this when I was first soil blocking, it would have been so much easier. Otherwise, I was just like, oh, why is this not working? I have no idea why this isn't working. So what you'll do is just start adding water to this, okay? And I have a bucket over there if you want to get a visual. We're going for so soupy that when you squeeze it, there's just excess water coming out. Yeah, that's what you're going for. And you can just hit one corner of it, and then I will bring you a soil blocker to try and use, okay? Did you want to sign up? Yeah, you can sign up for the giveaway, guys. Oh, hello. How are you? Okay. Thanks for coming. Thanks. I already sweated off all my makeup. But
That's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, how are you guys doing so far? Did you break it again?
It wasn't me.
No, it's okay. It was Kayvon. Here, I'll have him fix it, and I'm going to bring you the bigger one so you can at least try it out. Oh, you have the big one. Okay, good.
Texture good, we can add more water. But
That texture is perfect. You guys are doing great. Yeah, here, I'm just going to set him here and then make him come clean it. Okay, I'm going to grab you a soil blocker. You're doing pretty good. Yeah, you're doing pretty good. As long as you can, like, grab something out of it, then you're good. Yeah, you want it wet.
Counterintuitive to how you
It does. Yeah, the rule with soil blocking is like if something was going to rot your seedling in a pot, gorgeous for soil blocking. And then if it was going to be perfect for a seedling, it would not go well for a soil block.
Yeah.
You end up using a little bit more soil. Like it's almost the equal amount of soil. Like a 4-inch pot, that's pretty close to what you're compressing into a 2-inch block.
Okay.
So you're not saving on soil, just, being straight up about that. But the plants grow really, really well. Okay, those are looking decent to start.
I'm gonna soup it
Yeah,
up a
yeah,
little
soup
bit.
it. I mean, because here's, you know how it is. You come back 10 minutes later and it's just like completely, yep.
All right.
Okay, so with this guy, this is one of the easier ones. It has just the regular nipple. This is how they just come without me
Yeah.
swapping out that dibbler. So you can typically, like if you don't have as much soil inside of there, you can kind of just rock back and forth and then kind of press down like that. But for me, I literally always just end up kind of doing this. You don't want it to be mounded over the top because when you go to press it, it's almost too compact. But other than that, this is just pretty much how it goes, and then you just scoop it up. So I'm gonna let you do that.
All right.
And then these lids are perfect for actually pressing the blocks out onto. And then I've got seeds, so if you actually want to seed some and take them home today, you can.
Like we're going on vacation and we only have a small bag.
Did that actually get fixed?
I think we did.
Oh, thank you so much.
I'm good for something.
Yeah, so the trick, yeah, you make sure it's all full, and then just make sure on this one specifically that you are scraping it to where it's flush once you've packed it in.
Okay.
Because they get real weird if you have too much inside of it. Oh, that's so smart.
Yeah.
So smart for the hand rinsing. Do you want to just put that there? Yeah. Cool. Ray, you made it!
Did.
Yay, I'm so excited.
Walking around forever.
I know, it's kind of hidden, and as we were getting here, I was like, I should have given instructions on where the classroom was.
I found it. I
Okay,
got
cool.
distracted with one of my kids
Yeah.
on the phone, but I found it.
Okay, good. I'm glad you're here. Oh, yeah, okay.
pumpkins in
So, yeah, put the pumpkins in. So, I mean, this is pretty close. This is what you get. So, but you really don't have to compact it more than that. Like, it's going to dry out, and then it's good to go. Are you going to make some soil blocks? Okay, cool. Do you want to get set up to try to make some soil? You soil block.
I have soil
You already
blocks.
soil block.
Yeah.
Okay.
Except I like to manhandle my equipment.
Oh,
and
I
break
mean,
it, right?
you know, one
I
of mine
just
broke.
did.
Yeah,
I
he
just
broke.
did.
He
I was
broke my soil
the whole
blocker.
thing
Yep,
fell
he broke
apart,
my
and I
soil
was like-
blocker already.
Micro one?
Yeah.
So I have seeds for you. Hey, those look great. You guys did a great job. The only thing I didn't mention is that this one actually does fit inside of here. So if you want to get more practice, you can put it directly inside of
You
there.
want to give one a shot?
I mean, I gotta find it.
Ah, yes.
Get dirt in my wounds.
That's probably, yeah, we probably shouldn't get like some type of serious bacteria, yeah, inside of there. Yeah, and then,
I'm good at learning visually.
perfect. Well, that's what we're here for. Thanks, babe.
How moist is it supposed to be?
Very wet. It's soupy. Yep, good soup. That's what we're going for.
I didn't realize that I need to wet mine more then.
Yes. Some people that I've seen do it, they're like, I like mine like medium wetness. It's probably a dexterity thing for me, but I feel like I can pack it in
If you
really,
can pack it
really
in,
well.
then,
Yeah.
Let me try that.
Yeah, any of these seeds over here. So I will run you through which ones go best on this one.
Okay, maybe
It's
like
really
the
going to be the amaranth or the Ford Hook Shard. These guys are pretty big, but you could get germination off of that as well.
I started okra and cucumber, and right now they're like that big, and it's only been about a week.
I mean, they are crazy strong growers. Yeah, they're going to grow super fast. Good thing it's hot.
Yeah.
And they can go outside and like be good to go. Yeah. So
Maybe I'll do the Swiss chard.
yeah, Swiss chard. This is my favorite variety of Swiss chard, like my absolute favorite variety. It's not bitter. It'll grow in 110 degree heat, so you'll have a non-bitter green. Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
It's my favorite. Yeah, and you can just throw the seed packet right here when you're done with it. Yeah. I've also got my favorite Seminole pumpkin variety of seeds that I'm giving away. This is what I grew from my crop last year.
Cool.
Squash vine borers did not touch it. Like, it touched it, but it didn't stop it.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you want to try that, that's my favorite one. Hi, guys. How's it going? Good. Do you want to try to make some soil blocks? Yeah? All right, let's do it. Did you sign up for the giveaway?
Oh, no.
Yeah, sign up for the giveaway. All right, so soil blocking is a little bit different than packing things into a cup. So we basically are making like a super soupy mess. Hey! So this is a 2-inch soil blocker, and you can grow just about anything in a 2-inch soil blocker. And so here's how this works. We're basically going to be packing this into here. Yeah, you can pour some water in here. Here, there's water. You got it? Perfect. And then when our hands get dirty, we'll rinse our hands in this bucket. Does that sound good? Okay, perfect. I'm going to move this out of the way. And then we're going to scoop this here, and this is where we're going to put our soil block. So I'm going to show you one, and then I'm going to let you guys try it out, okay? So the easiest way really is to actually just fill all of these holes. You can manhandle it and press it like this, but I find that I can actually make sure everything is like evenly packed in. It is a little perturbing when you go to press it down. It's a lot like Play-Doh, yeah. So we're just gonna pack this in here. And so you see how you wanna press on there and see how firm it is? You wanna touch it? See how it's pretty firm? Yep. I knew the water bucket was going to be a good, yeah. One of my kiddos, like, as soon as, when he's helping me cook, he's just done with it. Like, we get flour, we get anything wet, and then it's just done. Yes. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to put the soil block in here, okay? Ready? So we press it down like this, and then can you push down on here for me? Perfect. Good job. Okay, that's good. Now we let go. Look at that.
Look what you made.
You guys made soil blocks. You did it. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys practice, okay?
You want to make another one?
All right. Yeah, and this worm tea, this is also worm tea concentrate. It's a compost tea. If you want some more info on it, you can scan the QR code. That's you guys to take home.
Oh, no.
It's yours, yeah. I was like, nice to meet you. I was like, yes.
Okay, it's okay.
I felt like I recognized you from your, millimeter size profile photo. Yeah, thanks for coming out.
Sorry, a little late.
No, it's okay. I figured everybody was going to be just kind of like rotating through. Yes. Do you want to make some soil blocks? I cannot remember if you soil block or not.
I don't.
Do you want to try it? Okay, cool. We might have a station open here in just a second. Yeah, right over here. Come over this way. Have you been around the nursery yet? I mean, I know you went looking for me, but it's a super cute nursery. I love it. Okay, so here's the, I'm gonna wash my hands real quick. The idea with soil blocking is to make soup. Yeah, quite literally. You probably saw me.
That's kind of what I did with my seed starts.
Just making like soup? Yeah, make it like soup. And then literally, and I'll fill up the bucket for you to rinse your hands, but you're quite literally gonna just pack it in here. Just like this. This is just like, a soil blocker is $40. And so I feel like this is a really great way to decide if this is something that you want to do. But just as an example, literally just pressing down like that. And that's it. I mean, I did a really janky one, and then you literally just put the seed right in the middle.
So you want it
Super wet, so wet, to the point where you're like doing this and the water is just dripping out of it. It's very unnatural feeling, but it totally works. So I'm gonna rinse my hands here, I'll put water here, and I'll bring you some paper towels. But the nursery has seeds for us to put in them if you want to go ahead and just like take home a little box and put some seeds in it. It's not like it's not direct sowing weather right now, but who cares? Soil blocks are amazing. So this soil blocker has the dibblers inside of it that are like the 3/4 inch soil blockers. So this is what, so they actually pop out just like this. So you would just pinch here and it pops out.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's kind of the upgrade of the dibbler.
Yeah.
And then this one over here, it just has your regular nipple inside of it. Yeah.
This is probably more.
I like this because, and I'll bring you the 3/4 inch soil blocker, for the up potting.
I would probably do the small ones first and then the big ones.
I love doing the small ones. One, you can be precise, you don't waste seeds.
Watching
Like,
all the videos and I see on like the concentration of like starts in such a small
Yes.
space.
I think when I was talking with someone on one of my lives, they were like, how many plants did you start this year? And I was like, over 500. Like over 500, yeah. Just cranking it out. Which ones did you decide to do?
I did the Swiss chard, he did the amaranth.
Okay, I'm going to show you the last step to doing these mini soil blocks to keep the moisture in on the top of them. It's sprinkling vermiculite on top of it. Now, you don't have to use vermiculite. If you just have a little bit of your potting soil kept to the side dry, sprinkle that on top and spritz it a little bit. But this is my favorite thing to do because it literally will just create a little barrier there for germination, but it'll stop mold from growing. Because it'll wick away just enough soil, but also wick away enough water and then retain just enough water to have a perfect little thing. So this is when market gardeners are doing soil blocking, they're doing hundreds of thousands of them.
Oh, wow.
And then they're just taking that vermiculite and just broadcasting over everything. Yeah. These should germinate within 3 days, if not sooner. Yeah, because you just got such good airflow and it's so small, so the temperature will be really nice. Yep, and then if you leave them in there a little too long, don't be afraid to just break them apart. or if it's something that could be grown together like lettuce,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
high intensity sown, right? I've literally taken my block and just like put it in the garden and been like, you're welcome.
And there you go.
Yeah, and then my garden looks like I just went around and hand sewed everything. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for coming by, guys.
How many okra seeds do you do together?
So normally just one for this purpose. Yep, just one, and feel free, it's okay to make a mess over here.
I'm gonna do okra and a big one, and
I think that's a great idea. How's it going?
I just restarted.
Okay. When I was first learning how to do this, when I was doing this, I tried to redo it like over and over and over again.
Pack it in.
You pack it in, like pack it in to where you have a mound and then you have to flatten it out.
Okay.
So be super aggressive with them. Yeah, super aggressive. Oh, you're trying to transfer it? That's actually working really well. I'm so sorry I didn't give you more tools for that.
honestly.
How did it go?
Great.
Good?
Excited. I'm also one of the people that watches your TikTok.
Oh, yay. I'm so glad to meet you.
My husband laughs because he's always like, "Are you on like the garden stream again?" Because he watches video games, and I'm like, "I'm watching."
Yeah, my boyfriend is over there. He does the video game streaming, and yeah. Someone said the other day, like, what are you watching right now? And they're like, I'm watching someone mix dirt.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. Yeah, leave me alone. Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. Did you get a chance to enter the giveaway? I'm giving away a soil
Yeah.
blocker. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
The girls also wanted to bring their seeds.
Oh, for seed swapping. I have my bucket. Let me go get it so we can trade some seeds, okay? Yeah. Yay. All right. Let's see what I got on my seeds. I also have, this is my big box. I'm going to come back over there with you guys, okay? Whew. Yes. Let's do this.
You might want to look in her bucket and see what's.
I know.
Already planted
Oh,
everything.
melons. Oh, the Sugar Rush cream.
Yeah.
I had been trying to get that one. I know. Everyone loved those last year. I was very excited about them.
My seeds, like.
Yes. Yes.
Because by the time I start thinking about my garden in January, it's like you should.
I know. You should have seen the looks I was getting from people when I was like, hey guys, it's time to start peppers. And it was like the day after Christmas. And people were like, leave me alone. I'm not ready. And I'm like, I understand. I'm looking at my grow room and it's just covered in random junk and stuff. I'm like, yeah, no, this isn't going to work. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, Jenny, make sure you're doing a good example for her. Okay, what is this one? Oh, okay, I definitely want to have some of that. I'm going to go get my envelopes, and you guys take a look. Do you like carrots? Do you like carrots and beets?
Let's
Yep.
not go rifling through them.
So here's my pretty carrots and my pretty beets. You guys look at that. I'm going to go get my plain envelopes for us to do some swapping. Did you get there yet? Yeah, hey, those look great. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. Here, this wasn't the best game plan that I had, but yeah, these do like flip over onto there if you want to make sure it doesn't like get your car full of dirt, or you can pop them in there. Yeah. Either one, you just do whatever is comfortable.
Probably just redo it.
Okay.
At that point.
You're gonna, hi, how are you? I'm Vanessa.
I'm Lucia.
Nice to meet you. We're doing some hands-on soil blocking right now. My lovely assistant is trying to walk around and help everybody, but if he says something weird, it's because he doesn't know what he's doing.
I don't know where anything is. It's okay.
We're kind of hidden. Yeah, he has no idea what he's talking about. So this is the mini soil blocker that she's using. Yeah, can you grab me the plain envelopes underneath the table over there?
I've seen people put them into the bigger
Yes, yes, they pop in. Yeah, underneath. I have plain envelopes in a bucket.
ones. What's the
Yep.
difference between just planting that or like just planting into the 2-inch one?
Yeah, really a little bit more work,
Okay.
but like rapid germination time.
Okay.
Yeah, like insane germination time.
And I wanted to ask what air pruning was. I know I can Google it.
Yes,
so
no,
if
it's
you don't
okay.
know-
Yeah, air pruning is basically where your plants know where the air is at.
Oh,
and so they'll just kind of hang and just kind of exist. And I'll show you. Come look over here real quick. And you guys enter the giveaway, yes? There's a giveaway. Did you enter it? Okay. So this is, I'll let you even hold that. You can just see that is feverfew, and it's like almost 8 weeks old. Yes, and so that's what it looks like, and it's just fine. It's just vibrant. This tomato plant is about 7 weeks old. And normally we're like, this needs to be uppotted. But he's just chilling. And so that's what it looks like. So I'm going to drop these off real quick. And then I want to get you set up to make some soil blocks. Girl, I wish I could do the same thing. Woohoo. Yes, I totally get it. Okay. Do you like those? Yep. Let me see. Yeah, I don't even think I haven't even opened this guy yet. Let's do it. I love pretty carrots, but to be honest with you, yeah, it was so nice to meet you guys.
Hey, wait, keep these closed because we don't want to spill the seeds.
Yeah.
Right?
Lord knows I've spilled them so many times already. So many times. I don't know if I really like this setup. My friend Monica, she uses a shoebox and then just like cardboard dividers to rifle through. That's where I came from. I was there and then I went here and then I went from there. Yes.
Oh, actually, I feel like maybe these are empty.
Golden. I mean, sometimes they don't give that many seeds too. Like.
There wasn't that many, and I was like, well, fuck it,
Yep.
I don't know if these are even gonna grow. So.
Are you comfortable with handwriting?
You want to write carrot?
You want to write carrots on here? I'm going to let you do that, okay? And then I'm going to take a few of these pepper seeds if that's okay. Is it working, Monica?
Yeah, I got 3 out of 4.
Nice. You can feel free to go through here if I get pulled away and pick anything out. Oh, you did so good. That's perfect. So these are called half longs. Okay, all right. Oh, let me see. They look, yeah, they mostly came out. They really did. And that is usually how it goes for me. I usually don't end up getting them all perfect, but they stay together. And I actually have a variety. If you want to plant these right now, I'm sure you have seeds at home, but if you want to plant them right now, there I have a selection. The nursery has a few seeds up there. Okay. And most of them are all varieties that will do really well in the heat. As you can tell, it's nice and hot outside. Yeah. And that, whatever you put in that is going to germinate like almost overnight. Yeah. Yes. It's just such a different concept, and to have to invest in the tool before you do it is like a little nerve-wracking. I know we all are like, I'm gonna buy another garden thing. Yeah, so I know that's how I am. Do you want to try?
I do.
Yeah, I'll show you the one that they do sell here. This is an individual one, but it makes 2 different sizes. So it makes like your normal like 4-inch pot size, almost 4-inch pot. I would say it's like a 3-inch block. And then it comes with a divider so that you can do it just like that. Yeah, so this one's here at this nursery. From 6 to 7, they're doing a private shopping, and they're giving us all $10 discounts on anything. So I don't even know how much this is. But I'll find out for you. Yeah. Yeah. Here, we've got the setup over there. Your hand washing bucket right there.
Oh, okay.
Yep, right behind you. Oh, geez. What a princess. All right, so this is like, this would be perfect for putting in pots. This is actually too dry for soil blocking.
Oh.
Yeah. So, we're about to, no, it's okay. Don't, how dare you touch the soil. We're making soup. This is what we're doing. We're making soup. Okay. This is the number one thing. Sorry, I've got my like lapel microphone out.
Totally fine.
This is the number one thing that people are a little overwhelmed with. Is the soup part. Yeah, is the soup part. Now this soil blocker right here, this one is the one that has the interchangeable one.
Yeah.
This is like the hardest one to make blocks with.
Lovely.
So I'm gonna have you try it,
Yeah.
and then if you get frustrated, I'll bring you the easier one that has the normal little things in it. And the only downside to these is it's hard to fit that in there, so we've been pressing them on here.
That's smart.
And then if you want to take it home and flip it over,
down.
yep, absolutely. Yeah, I think you should try amaranth.
I think I'm
Hoo-wee.
Trying to read on I found what is it, Mexican honeysuckle?
Yes.
I was wondering if it attracted hummingbirds, but
I don't know. Oh, so the people that they have working here, this nursery like prides itself on having super plant nerds.
okay.
So if you have a question about like anything really, I'm sure houseplants, they could really help, but they've got tons of Texas perennial information, and I'm sure they would be able to answer that question for you. But I'm gonna ask my friend Monica, because she does a lot of like perennials and hummingbird attracting, and that's how she like plans out her landscape on the edge of her vegetable garden. Monica, do you know much about Mexican honeysuckle?
No, I don't.
Okay. Yeah. Man, see, I was gonna be like, my friend knows everything about this.
The
Yeah.
other thing, and doesn't have to be today, but have you done a video on your dragonfly attractor?
No, so I'm still building like the section, but I started seeing dragonflies already from it. So
Really?
it's basically, I just have a black tub,
Okay.
and then I've got these little sticks that have like little different colors. Basically what I learned was having something that is like basically 2 inches around at about 3.5 feet tall throughout the garden, where you're not gonna impale yourself.
Right.
But I need to, maybe I'll do it in the list of like things for this newsletter this week, of like a list of plants that they also like. Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm looking
And then
for.
having those on the corners of your beds.
Right.
Oh my goodness. Having those on the corners of your beds, having those little landing zones.
Yeah.
Because what I realized was sometimes, although they are pretty predatory,
Yeah.
if there are other things around, they're not stupid. They're not gonna hang out there.
I gotcha.
And then having a breeding zone for them as well.
Yeah.
But you know how Rosemary's like, everyone gets free water, mosquitoes, dragonflies. If you don't want to go that far, so those are the 3 things. So I will get a list together of things, because I just kind of like happened upon it, and then we just became like a dragonfly habitat.
Yeah.
And to already be seeing dragonflies this year, I want to pet your pup so bad, but I have dirty
Well, no,
hands.
she just came from the barn.
Okay. So she's
dirtier than the
Oh my goodness. What's her name?
This is Maddie,
Maddie. Oh, she's
She is
beautiful.
a retired therapy dog.
Oh,
And you can tell.
yeah, of course.
She goes straight to the kids.
Yeah, we've got a bucket for rinsing over here, but if that water is too murky for you guys, you can definitely pour more on top, okay? Yeah, no problem. Did you put any seeds in that yet?
I did the coral,
Amaranth?
and the hot biscuit.
How much room do you have for tall plants?
Or this the last two?
No, there's a whole pack in the car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a whole pack in the car.
Probably endless.
Endless? Oh, okay, good.
Envelopes of your pumpkin seeds, are they
That's,
for
no,
sale?
they're for free. Giveaway. Yep, that's my Seminole pumpkin harvest from last year. Yep.
Make sure we weren't playing
Yes.
off with
I'm about to do a video I'll share about how big the Seminole pumpkins go, like as far as the vines, just so you have an idea. If you have them chaos plant them, you will have a chaos pumpkin patch.
We have kind of like a side yard, and
Okay.
I already planted some Iran squash on that side.
Yes.
And I'm kind of planning on just letting them go.
Yes. I think that's the best way to do it. So yeah, I'm about to share more videos about that.
Vine borers.
So the Seminole pumpkin outrun the vine borers last year. I got 50 pumpkins. And like
Go on the ground now, though, right?
yeah, you should put them in now, but I actually waited until July last year because I was so triggered by squash that I was like, I'm not growing squash. And then finally everyone, my friend was like, okay, well, I'm going to harvest my 20th Seminole pumpkin. And I was like, fine, I'll do it. And so then I did, and it was insane. Before August or September, I was harvesting the 50 pumpkins.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And you planted them in July?
I planted them in July, and so that was me just trying. I know, right? I know. That's why I only put a few seeds per packet, because I planted 3 Seminole pumpkin plants last year and ended up with 50 pumpkins.
Oh god.
Yes. Yeah.
We'll have a pumpkin patch, and we can have all our
Yes, you should. And they store for over a year once they're cured. So if you have too many, my whole house is decorated with pumpkins right now. Yeah.
Do you have any Iran squash?
I do not.
See if I still have.
Yeah, please.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, it's okay. So the amaranth, those 2 amaranth that are over there, they'll probably get, depending on what kind of soil they're in, you could put them straight in Texas clay. Like you could literally make a little spot for the soil block. They're gonna take hold, unless you have like a dog that runs that area or something like that, right? So they're very like drought tolerant, heat tolerant. You can use them for grain, like you could dry them, and I'll show some videos on like thatching the grain. It's not really going to be the most productive thing to be doing as far as food goes.
Animals like wildlife come and get them then? No.
They leave them alone. Now, I'm sure some mutant deer that somebody will come out of the woodwork and be like, my deer eat everything. Like, so I don't want to.
I started
Say.
feeding squirrels,
Yes.
and because we have so many in my
Yeah.
neighborhood, so I feed them in the front because I'm trying to keep them out.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, these things are wild.
Mark and Monica have a whole squirrel army in their backyard. Yeah.
I'm training mine.
It's insane. Yeah, no problem. It was so nice to meet you guys.
It's like, when can we? I know. No, they
Yeah, it's okay. Hey, I think you guys did good. You had like 25, 30 minutes and then you're good to go. Yeah. Bye, guys.
A lot of mulch, so it's
Yeah.
like a combination of food corbin and a combination of
Of digging, yes. How did the soil blocking go? I'm sorry, I was like chatting over here. Yeah? Okay, cool.
Professional soil blockers over
I
here.
know. You guys could plant so many seeds like this. And the cool thing is these guys will transplant outside super easily. So you don't have to do the whole rigmarole of like putting them kind of outside, putting them kind of inside and going back and forth. They rarely go through transplant shock. So because they don't have something holding the roots in, as soon as you put that little block in the ground, it's just going to keep going.
Okay.
So just be ready for that. But yeah, and now is the perfect time of year to be able to just like do them. You could even put this container just outside where it doesn't get afternoon sun, and you wouldn't even need a grow light, and they'll just take off. Yep. Yep. And if you guys haven't joined, there's a little giveaway sign up over there. I'm giving away some things like a soil blocker, some seeds, some fertilizer, some worm tea, things like that, just in case you're interested.
Give it grab her and
Oh, thank you. Thank you for getting that. Okay. Sorry, I was over there kind of dancing the dance.
I found you on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
just because we have 40 acres.
Okay.
And I put up some to build water troughs because we're
Yes.
down to one horse. And
Yeah.
started doing some and then moved it from the stallions run out into the arena where all the sun is at. It's just blossom.
Really?
And
That's
every year,
awesome.
Maddie, come here and sit down. Every year I add another trough, and my mother-in-law is like, "We're gonna have to open up
A nursery.
something, with all these foods." But
But is
it's
it-
just been
Yeah, that's
a fun
awesome.
hobby thing. And it was funny too because I was looking because I thought just looking at I thought we were in 9 zone,
Yes.
and then realized that we were in 8.
Yes.
And I thought, well, and then when I saw your comment about the heat, because that's
Yes.
what killed my green beans.
Yes. Yes, I'm going to share a variety. I have it in my bio, but if you scan that with your phone, it'll take you there. But I made basically a document of every seed I'm growing this season specifically. And there's a bush bean in there that is called a Thai soldier bush bean. It's like a long bean. So it's like a cowpea, but it's tender. It's not going to be like leathery and chewy. And I'm testing it this year. It's supposed to withstand like tropical weather heat. But it's a bush bean, so you don't have to trellis
Well,
it.
see, my bush beans did fine. It
Yeah,
was
but your
my
pole
pole
beans?
had this beautiful
Yep.
over the arch and everything, but I didn't get
One, yeah. The
until
flowers
I-
just get stuck.
I did
Yes.
get in the fall,
Yes.
and then I did great.
Yes. So noodle beans. I'm going to show you my packet of noodle beans. That's the thing. That's a pole bean. They grow to this long, and they can handle the heat.
Really?
Yeah. So that's the one, and they taste just like a green bean. So I'm going to go grab that because I want to show it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's the thing I would suggest because it's like the pollen is not so sticky inside the flower. What'll actually like germinate. Noodle beans are like a South Asian variety. So just relentless, like tropical Vietnam level heat.
Oh yeah, the humidity.
Yeah,
and
so
the
if it can grow there, it's like
Well,
pretty
that's
good
it.
here.
I only grow what we like and eat.
Yes, yes.
So we're strictly just, I do beets, radishes, I only do a little bit. Carrots for my horse.
Yep.
Because they're such a pain to clean and all that. I just decided
Yeah.
I'll just grow
Yeah,
for him.
Yeah.
Because he loves them. And then tomatoes and the green beans. And I have some strawberries.
Yep.
Last year I had a beautiful strawberry garden years and years ago in the old farmhouse. It was a cement water trough. They just threw them in there and they just
and they just went for it. Yeah, they were just
I
good to
had
go.
no problems
Yeah.
with them. Last year I bought strawberries and not knowing until afterwards
Yeah.
that they're just like tomatoes.
Yes. So strawberries are funny because people are like, "Oh, strawberries are perennial, right? They're going to come back." The mother strawberry plant will last a little bit longer than like a typical annual will, but it's the runners that come out that
Right.
actually help the strawberries
But
like
not knowing
prolong.
that they were like a determinate and an indeterminate.
Yes, with the June bearing and the ever bearing.
Yeah,
Yes,
and I
yes.
did not know that.
Did you have June bearing?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Lay down.
I have some hybrids right now that are ever bearing, but I picked up one pot of a clearance June bearing and I put it somewhere else we're gonna see how that goes.
Well, I picked up 4 everbearing this year.
Yes.
I've already gotten a cup of strawberries.
Yes. Yeah, the everbearings are amazing like that. Also, it's been extra warm this year. So here is the noodle bean. This is what it looks like if you want to see on the picture there. And I'm gonna send you home with a few of them.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah. And
Wonderful.
I've got, this is a seed supplier I work with. She's from Florida. So everything she grows everything she harvests seed-wise has successfully grown in Florida. And she's kind of like central northern Florida, so she's almost similar to where we're at. You know, a little more humidity, a little more pest pressure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really liked the noodle beans. The red noodle beans were a little tough, but if you're he's a dog person.
She's a person.
They'll be best friends. But these guys, the only thing I'll suggest is, you see how this is so long? It's called yard long because they literally will grow to a yard. Picking them at about 1.5 feet gives you that tender, fresh, crisp green bean. If you guys like to just grow what you eat and you like green beans, then this is what I would suggest.
He absolutely loves it, and that's what I added a trough of, was another whole trough of green beans.
Yep. I made a little more room for beans this year as well. If you get to planting these and they're doing well and you have a question, just send me a message and I will give you a breakdown. Yeah, just send me a message.
That's why I told my husband, I'm
Yeah.
excited to see.
I really appreciate you coming out.
Interesting to see. So when you did your shave, how did you do that?
Yeah, I actually made a YouTube video of it. It's like 6 minutes long, and it shows me going to Lowe's, going to Home Depot. It has a list of all the links in the description of every product, and you can get them locally. You don't have to order anything. It shows the trials and tribulations of us strapping to the car, how we set it up, and everything. And it doesn't require a ton of craftsmanship, more of just hammering things and stuff like that.
My husband's, the craft guy.
He might laugh at what we did in the video, but I at least have a full breakdown for you.
So,
yeah.
Are you on Facebook?
I'm on Facebook. I have a From the Garden account on Facebook. I'm about to start posting on it more, but between TikTok and Instagram and YouTube, sometimes I don't make it to that.
Is your YouTube under From the Garden?
Yes, it's From the Garden channel.
Okay.
And I have it in that link tree in my bio. So if you ever get to a point where you're like, I don't know how to find it, everything is in that little thing. And then basically when you click on that link, it's got all 4 social icons. So it has my Facebook on there. So the F for the Facebook, and it's got the YouTube, and you can click on it, it'll take you straight to my channel.
I don't do TikTok. I'm getting too old.
That's okay. I understand. I've been doing a lot more Instagram lately, and I think it's nice because I get to reach other people.
Yeah. And that was just how I just came about it.
Yeah.
I'm so tickled to see it. And seeing that it's just kind of a hobby thing that I do.
Yeah.
I love it.
Man, I'm super excited to meet you guys. Oh, these are going to be gorgeous.
Persian cucumbers.
Yes.
Ooh, those are going to be
Yeah,
got the seed started.
They should do well in the heat. Yeah, they'll do well, and they don't get bitter as fast, and they're like a nice English cucumber style.
Yeah.
So less seeds. Science is hard.
It's because I'm the only one that eats the cucumbers, and my granddaughter.
Yes.
She'll just go out in the garden and pick it and
Yes.
eat them like they're whole.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's great
something
memories.
different.
Yeah, Persian cucumbers, anything that's in like the English cucumber, Persian cucumber, anything in that realm, they usually tend to do, I feel like they do better in the heat. Once again, Asian varieties also do really well. So I do something called the China Jade cucumber, and that one, no, they're like this long. They're huge. Yeah, I have a picture of me holding what looks like a baseball bat, but I was very proud. But probably not great if you're the only one eating the cucumbers.
I'll make salad out of them.
Yeah.
Mom will eat them. And
Yeah.
but my husband's not a cucumber.
The best thing about growing your own stuff is you can pick it a little young. It's more tender that way, and you can control your harvest in that way as well. That's my favorite part, is picking bush beans as soon as they grow, as soon as they green.
I have these purple ones, and they're the best ones. They're called Celine bush beans.
Oh, Celine bush beans. Haven't heard of those, but I do have some purple seeds.
Yeah, they're great. They were a little too great, but they were the best.
Sometimes the funner bush beans are pricey to me. Sometimes they're pricey, and so I have the dragon tongue bush beans, and they're really pretty, and they're probably in the same realm as the Celine bush beans. They're really cool, and they have these purple stripes that go up and down them. Yes, they're very pretty. Yes, yes. It's very good for that. They're called dragon tongue bush beans. I'm trying to think if I actually, yeah, here's my bush bean collection. This is what the dragon tongues look like. Yeah.
Look at.
Yeah, please do. Here's my bush bean container. You can take a look at that. I'm gonna go touch tables. Hey, I was like, who's that person over there? Oh, me. I set up my listing earlier for worm tea.
Did you?
Yeah,
Awesome.
it took me 5 seconds.
The,
I clicked on the link you sent me,
Okay.
but I couldn't exactly, I didn't have time, so I just made a listing.
No problem.
Yeah.
No problem. Because so the difference is for now is that there's like a content tab. I need to put more content out about it, but there's a content tab, so you can name it whatever you want. You can
Okay,
put,
cool.
Like my blog or about.
Oh,
and
that's
then you can
exciting.
add, like Instagram, you can add photos or
Yeah,
videos.
I'm very excited about
or-
this because I have people asking me right now through Facebook, hey, are you selling any plants right now? And I'm like, yeah, I totally have it. Let me send you a Google Doc list. And I'm like, oh, I can't think of that. So I was like, this is perfect. I'll make a listing on Farmish and I'll share that
And
listing with them.
With that, you can create unlimited listings. So if you want one individual,
Okay, cool.
like per thing.
Okay, that's
I can
awesome.
write you some gifts.
Yay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, this is awesome. I don't know if you met, this is Kayvon, this is my partner. He's like trying to touch tables with everybody right now because I was like, yeah. Nice to meet you. Yeah, no, please. Yeah, please get the content. That's cool. You like my Rosie the River?
Yeah.
I'm working on doing like a little logo where I cartoonify myself doing this
I love
for like my YouTube or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
First, I'm just like trying to make YouTubes. That's. Hi, I'm Heather. Heather, I'm sorry I didn't introduce you. Yes.
I'm Heather. I'm from Garden Center, social media coordinator here. So, by the way, I sent you the link for the YouTube stream going on.
Okay, cool, awesome.
So, free to post that.
Yes, I will. Okay, yep, I'll do it. Yeah.
You only had a cherry on, so I didn't bring
No, yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah, I don't blame you for doing that. Yeah. How's it going with the mini blocker?
So how do you put seeds in without
Yes,
splitting the
so
block?
a lot of the time you're actually doing more of a surface sowing.
Okay.
And these bigger seeds are a little more difficult. I'm going to
okay.
grab you the little thing of vermiculite that I sprinkle on top.
Oh.
And it actually acts as like that moisture barrier. I'm going to walk past real quick. Do you guys want to try soil blocking? I know it seems intimidating, but.
I just bought one.
Oh, okay.
Use those stupid little hexagonal things.
Yes.
And I'm like, never again.
Yeah, don't do it. No, this is next level. Do you see this tomato plant? This thing's been in here for 6 weeks. And I literally said, I don't care about you, and then did that. So the soil blocking is pretty amazing. Yeah. We've got the different sizes that are kind of floating around right now. This is the mini blocker. It's so easy. What size of soil blocker did you get?
The 2x2.
Yep. So that guy right there. And then I have one where I was able to get the little dibbler insert to swap out the nipple to be the size of this guy. So not really necessary if you're not going to do the mini blocker, but I was able to buy the mini blocker and the dibbler like together on Amazon. And so when I was ready to make that jump, I did. And this has made it to where I can germinate like the most insane, like people who are like, I've never been able to grow rosemary from seed. I'm like, yeah, me neither, because it's just really hard, even with stratification. Germinate in like 1 day on this thing. And I'm like, I started to be like, okay, am I going to start growing like really fancy stuff? And like, I feel really like I've cracked the code. Yeah, so I've got this guy. And then this is the mix that we've got out here right now. It's basically a cocoa coir base with a little perlite in it. So if you want to like even just, we've got hand washing stations, but if you want to lay your hands on it, kind of see how soupy the mixture needs to be in order to actually make the blocks. And then you can pick any of these seeds if you want to sow something today. But I also would love for you to join our giveaway because I'm giving away like my favorite fertilizer, a squash vine borer trap, homemade worm tea, nothing super fancy. And then this is from my harvest of pumpkins that I grew last year successfully, even with squash vine borers.
Oh, that's when you were talking about
Yes, yep. So those are for you guys to take. Take one, and then you feel free to take any of the worm tea. These are for you guys to have. Yep. Oh yeah, QR codes. I'm sorry I put them here and then everyone kind of joined here. I'll figure it out eventually. That was probably not the best decision. Okay, so would you like, I know you just perfectly put the lids, but would you like a dusting of vermiculite? These are pretty hardcore containers. If you feel remorse about using plastic, you can wash these 1,000 times and use them over and over again. Yep. Yeah, I have a lot of experience with opening them. Yeah. No, it's okay. Yeah, absolutely. I just shared a video about me making worm tea. It's kind of like my secret weapon as far as like, it's basically like a probiotic. And so, yeah.
Do you like vermicompost? Or do
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So really right now I just have an indoor bucket. Yep, it's literally like, that one is not even like, it's literally a Rubbermaid tote with holes drilled in it.
Okay.
It works, and then I like to have that because sometimes I literally am like, I have scraps, let me make it to the garden, then I walk past it like 10 times, I'm like, whatever. So if I have another option for me to dump it, I will. And then I have a sub pod outside.
Okay.
And that is essentially a milk crate buried in the dirt. But it's very sturdy and it's like a garden bench. But I will not like, I will not try to cherry coat that. You know, it's like, yeah. So the sub pod is great because even over like 100 degrees outside, since it's buried in the dirt, the worms are just, they're cool. They go into the garden bed and they go back in where the food is.
Do you end up having issues with like flies or?
Not in the sub pod.
Okay.
The only issue I've had actually is with like fruit flies if I put too much food inside the indoor bin.
Okay.
And usually that's just keeping an eye on how fast are your worms eating. Yeah. So if you're going a little too hard on the food, you basically start to have bad side effects and you'll figure it out. Now, black soldier flies are something that can happen if you have too much food.
Are they good?
They are good,
Okay.
but they are disgusting looking.
Okay.
Yeah, they're good, but they are disgusting. Do you have a second one down there? Do you want me to? Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Okay, cool. And do you have seeds in here?
I have seeds in half of them, but I don't know what to put in the other half.
Yeah, okay. Well, I have my seed containers, so if you want to go look through that and just see if there's anything in there that you might like.
Okay. Thank
Small
you so much for
seeds
bringing
would be
them.
better. Yeah, absolutely. Any small seeds are going to really be your best
like
bet.
this? Sorry.
No, it's okay. So I like this, but let me show you the one downside to
And
it.
it was one of those
So-
that were out.
Here's what happens. I inevitably do not lay my seed packets the right way, and I go like this. And then it does that. Yeah, but here, I'll pass that to you.
Ziploc bag of
Yeah.
just a bunch of seeds.
Well, I mean,
That's not the best way.
it's not the best way, but it is a way. Sorry about that. Yeah. Yes. Lowe's up in my area just got another shipment of vermiculite and perlite in. They were blown out the other day. I mean, and anytime I walk by, I'm just like, bloop, and just grab it, because it's kind of hard to get.
$3.99 bags that.
Oh, yes, I remember her posting about that. And by the time I got to it, it was out. I was like, dang it, Rachel. You should be good. Yeah, you should be good. Yeah, I've gone too hard on vermiculite a few times where it makes like a crust on the top. But,
She tries to give me loofah every time I go home.
okay, people who have loofah literally won't stop giving you loofah seeds. That's literally how it is.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
grew loofah 3 years ago, and
I still have loofah seeds, yes.
Absolutely.
No, thank you.
They're great.
Yeah, yeah.
Poisoning the rats.
Yeah.
Because
I'm gonna bring you a soil blocking setup here so we can do this, okay? That way. Sorry, this is our hand washing bucket, so it's kind of gross.
We're in dirt all day, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, cool. I figured anybody who came was gonna be like chill with this, yeah. Okay, so this is the normal, this is probably what you just got. That's
Yeah.
that guy, right? I'm gonna grab you the one that has the insert inside of it because I kind of want you to see, because that one is actually a lot harder to use. So if like down the road you're like, I'm ready to do the insert, there's something about how when that insert is bigger, you have such a narrow margin for packing inside of here for it to actually release properly. Basically, you want to make sure you're dunking in between almost every single one. That way you don't have any chunks that are in there. But, yep, and I'm going to get you this here because you see how we're like pretty soupy right here. This is about where we want to be as far as, yep, that's where, and you just kind of bring it in there and soak it and then pack it inside of there. So yeah, that's how that goes, but I'll bring you the other one because I want to show it to you. There's actually more people here than I thought there was going to be. Yeah, and so here's that mini dude, mini little guy, and he's so easy to do, but the problem is it's so easy to make this, and I'll get you a tray to actually block into. I've accidentally like made 100 of these, right? and then I seed 100 of them, and then I'm like, oh, I have 100 plants. Yeah, that's what happens. So,
I have the horse.
Yeah.
all right, so here's this when you're ready. And I just literally put him on there, and then I have a lid for that if you need it to be.
My husband will mix it up.
Yeah, I've got lots of random.
like the little
No, that one's terrible.
Okay.
It never does anything. I've never gotten it to form the actual lettuce seed. So feel free to try it if you want to, but I've never been able to.
Community of cats and no need for a buffet.
Okay, you're a pro at this, so I take back me trying to give you advice. But here's that guy.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give you. Let me give you another tray and just keep going here. All right. There's that. Yeah, you're getting overheated. He's been such a good assistant.
I know. I was funny too because I asked him. I said, "So what fertilizer do you recommend?" And he goes,
He has no idea. Yeah. So my favorite fertilizer to use as far as granular and liquid goes that I actually kind of almost 100% switched over to is the Microlife. That's why we have that in here. They're a Houston, Texas-based company. They know what they're doing. And they actually add humates to a lot of their stuff, which is the one thing that is not really occurring in a lot of fertilizers. All it does is just build the biome of your soil instead of just adding the nutrients and then they get used up and then you kind of got to go again. This is kind of a compounding effect. But besides all that like salesman-like stuff, when I put Microlife on my garden, within a week, I'm like, you can see it. Like it's just, everything is just amazing. So I do the, I don't have it in here right now, but the blue one, there's a blue jug and it basically is like the pink one or the red down there. It's basically as close to an all-purpose as you're gonna get. The only difference is it has extra humates added to it. So I do a granular just twice a year. Literally just kind of in between seasons when I realize that, okay, it's looking really rough out here, pretty much last summer, you know. And then early spring, I will go in and do it. So I kind of do it like in August, and then around now is when I'm hitting with granular. And then between these two, so between these two right here, this is what I will use as a liquid fertilizer. I'll use either of these on seedlings, but when I run out of this, I'm using this. Okay. So these are my favorites. They're very gentle, hard to burn your plants. And there's really the difference between liquid and granular. You know, one you're gonna hit immediately, the other one is gonna be a slow release kind of situation. Yeah.
figure out because I would.
You have another solar blocker?
I have another one over here, yeah. I've got another one over here. Is it okay if I steal this guy?
I just want to try this one out.
Yeah, no, go for it. Come here, baby.
Oh, it's not too bad.
Come here. It's okay. Do you want me to keep her over here? No. Okay.
I found somebody and I just brought him in.
Oh, yeah, please. Thanks.
So can you get this here?
Yeah, you can buy that here. This is from the nursery. Yep. And then I have this on the giveaway. So I give this away pretty frequently.
Maddie. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. What did you end up choosing?
I planted some lettuce and I'm gonna try a watermelon. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah. I have some tape. Would you like to label kind of?
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't really do a good job of giving you guys that as a resource. I have someone over there, one of my friends I want Tara to go talk to because she's doing kind of like market garden stuff in her backyard this year. I've been trying to talk to her about it and she's kind of like eyes glazed over. I'm like, you need to talk to this person. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, let me give them out to people. Yeah. Yep, there's that for labeling. The tattoo?
I had a lady homesteader send me your actual
Oh, thanks.
your video.
Oh, nice.
I was confused when I saw it. I was like, your makeup.
Oh, I know. I knew that was going to mess everything up. And then I was like, well, maybe I'll sweat it off before everyone gets here. That'll be totally fine. Maybe I'll sweat it off. Yes. Well, I'm glad she sent that to you. Yeah, we did a meetup a little while back and we kind of are in the same circle of people. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
She sent it my way, and she said that she couldn't make it this time.
Yeah.
So maybe next time she will.
Yep. I mean, she's had that big old move going from North Texas down to South Texas. I remember at one point, she was like, hey guys, is it normal that it's this hot outside right now? And I'm like, yeah, it's that normal that it's this hot outside right now. Yeah. Tara, I need you to talk to my friend, Monica. I need you to talk to somebody. She's the one who runs the app for people to sell things market garden style. It's like Craigslist, but for selling things.
Farmish.
Yes, that's the creator of it. Yeah. I'm going to run past you guys real quick.
And you know, it's like really nice.
I'm going to give you a sticker. Okay.
I love this app.
Yeah, I love Farmish too. Yeah, let me get you a tray. I'm going to like stand right in front of you real quick. Yeah. My assistant brought you in here and then was like, good luck. Good luck. Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, I'm excited for you. I'm going to be doing another thing. I don't know how close you live to here.
I'm not terribly far, actually.
Okay.
I'm in
Okay, yeah.
almost Pflugerville.
Oh, okay, cool. Awesome. I'm going to be speaking here in April, so I'll share about that. Probably doing more of like a cooking demonstration, mocktail herbs cooking, things like that. Yeah.
I saw your.
Yeah.
Those would be so fun.
Would you like one?
I get a bunch.
Okay. I was like, okay, I want to make sure.
I was like, I love Central Texas. Like, oh.
Yes, I love them too. They're so amazing.
And they just, the mushrooms are. Have you had lion's mane yet?
Yes, I get lion's mane often, and the blue oysters and the golden oysters are kind of my favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
The pink oysters are.
I haven't gotten the pink oysters.
If you get
My friend got the chestnuts one time, and I was like, oh, I'm so jealous.
Sometimes the juice is yellow pink. That sounds gross, but like in the bag, sometimes if you see like pink-ish.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, I know that's gross to
No,
say,
it's okay.
but
That's totally like me and the person who were picking them up yesterday. We were like, I wonder what this one is, and I'm like this. It's a little fishy. I think that's an oyster. So like pink juice is not gross to me. Yeah. Okay, do you want to seed any of these today, or do you want to just take them home and do your own jazz with them? They're for you to take home.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've got a whole selection of seeds kind of up here, and I've got my personal selection that I'm just having everybody grab from.
I was just going to say, I guess everybody's doing that whole photo seed thing. That's why I have mine in.
Okay, so I mean, it works. It totally works.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to have to get a second one soon because I'm sitting there. Yeah, I feel like 2 is the sweet spot because me trying to categorize, I'm like, oh, these are herb flowers, and these are herbs, and these are flower flowers. I'm like, God, that was already 3 different containers. Yeah. Yes.
I'm going to have to upgrade to 3 here.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, you can totally, I have the bottom lid that kind of snaps on top of there. That way you don't get soil in your car.
Yeah.
But once these dry out, just for like a day.
Because we can't have the soil in the car that has all the mulch in it.
Oh yeah, you should see the back of my boyfriend's car and my car. I've got my poor kids. They get in my car. Yeah, my kids get in my car and they're like, it smells like poop again. I'm like, it's because it is poop. There's literally poop in my car. Yeah.
For like days after.
Yes.
Fertilizer.
Yes.
Like, it smells in your car like poop, and I was like, yep.
Yeah.
Now I've got cedar mulch in the back of the car.
Oh, so it probably smells really nice, actually. Yeah.
You can't smell the fertilizer before.
Yeah, perfect. So that's what you do. You just rotate.
Yeah,
just put just put a layer of cedar mulch down,
Right.
and then you're good to go. Take care of some bugs. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Then you can start planting in it eventually.
I just don't have any room right now to move it out of my car and into my garage because my garage is full of soil.
Oh, well, yeah, that's the problem that happens.
We don't have.
Yes. What time is it right now?
5:30.
Okay, cool. 6 is when they shut down, and then everyone gets a $10 off for the private shopping if you guys hang around. So, but yes, but feel free to shop now. But if you'd like to buy things in 30 minutes, right? Yeah, like fill up your cart if you want. Oh, the giveaway.
I got my raised bed.
Yeah, we're streaming right now. We've been streaming this whole time. Yeah, we've been streaming this whole time.
So I can take the mulch out of my car.
There you go.
Yeah, you've been working on camera. You didn't even know it. I know, you should have powdered yourself. Yeah.
And I thought about, well, should I
Yes.
do one for her and see if she, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if you have heard of this app, but it's called Farmish. And it is like a Craigslist. Yeah, it's kind of new. It's like Craigslist, but for gardening and homesteading people to be able to actually sell things. And Facebook Marketplace is a little rough for that. One, there's a lot of scammers. But two, Facebook Marketplace likes to that one might be empty.
Was it 10% off?
Oh, it might have been 10% off. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
It might have been 10% off.
I was standing next to him when they decided, so I was like, oh, I thought.
No. I mean, actually, 10% might be better depending on how much you actually spend. Okay, yeah, that happens. So the reason I'm telling you about this is because if you ever end up with like an excess of plants, you want to get local eggs, anything like that. The person who created this is actually here. She's here for South by Southwest. But yeah, if you want to sign up for her newsletter, she sends out some info on it. But this is what I started listing, like my worm casting tea, selling extra plants and stuff on. It's pretty friendly for that. Okay, cool.
I checked the box for her, but
yeah, if you sign up for me, you're going to see info about her over and over again. So it's not going to go away anytime soon. Yeah. What are we looking for? What did you? Extra lids. Yeah, right over here. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay.
I'll need a bottom eventually.
Huh?
I'll need a bottom one eventually.
Yeah, so where's the lids? Okay, now that I got a lid, I guess I need the other part. Yeah.
We've been outside all day.
Oh man. And, yeah, and now you come in here and you're like, now I get some reprieve from the sun. Yeah. I also have a roll of tape for labeling floating around here. If you can't remember the 4 things you planted, just in case. And do you need the, right here. Yeah.
probably kill me if I spilled a bunch of dirt in her car, even though she says it has dirt in it.
Yes, but this is wet dirt. Wet dirt's a little different than dry dirt.
Have you used their ocean harvest?
This guy right here? Yes, so I blew through an entire bottle of this last time. This was the next thing that I bought.
Yeah.
Just because I wanted to try it, because this one had fish emulsion and seaweed in it.
Right.
I don't even know. This one might have both inside of it. But pretty much that's what it seemed like what was the name of the one that I had you send me? Soy diva. It seems like the similar kind of concept of like seaweed based, so I don't think any of them are bad.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
And it's like, how much do you want to spend at the time that you're getting it, and how much do you need, and how big is your garden?
Right.
Yeah, so like if your garden is pretty big, I think this would be more cost effective, and maybe the Soil Diva. If you have a smaller thing and you're just using that for seedlings, that's like a powerhouse, but that's $17.
Yeah, and it depends on where you buy it. I mean,
It's true.
I struggle with local nurseries. Now, I've found a couple recently that I need to check out.
Yep. My local nurseries up north, they gouge prices. Here, I was actually really impressed to see some of the stuff that I'm used to seeing like out of control up there. It's like there's a weird gap between Northwest Austin and then like North Austin, and then once you get here, and then maybe like the Natural Gardener and some of those other ones down here.
I think a lot of it depends on relationships.
It does, because this is like a vendor through them. Yeah.
Yeah, and how much they buy versus, the other nurseries.
Yeah.
I don't see this in Dallas much.
Yeah.
But again, am I just not the right nurseries?
That's true. It makes sense though that we would see it more often as we go more south, because they're a Houston-based company.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Have you had these before?
The Ramblers?
I think it's fantastic.
It's sparkling water.
No, you get the limestone calcium element of
Oh,
it. It's delicious.
okay.
I'm not even kidding.
We can't afford these,
know,
so
I agree, but, like,
appreciate it,
as soon
and then we're going back
as
to
soon
our
as it's
homemade.
That's not regular.
Why don't we just sprinkle a little limestone into our tap water that we make our sparkling water with? Yeah.
Just steal the water.
Yes.
You just fill the tap,
Yep.
some of the calcium,
Yep.
limestone, and
Yep.
then soda stream it.
Yeah. Yeah. We soda stream, so we're not very cool like that. Yes. Yes.
Stop.
Let's do it. Okay, so I raise worms, but that's a very lax term because I ignore them. That's really what I do. I have a couple different worm farms. One is outside, and then one is literally a bucket inside. The cool thing about worms is if you understand the level of population you have, you know how much food you can give them, and they'll take care of it before any other flies or smells or anything deal with it. They are more of a, like if you have food scraps a little bit at a time, and you just give them an extra run through a blender and put them in your freezer, and that stacks up, or you can just chop a little extra. But they make compost so fast, like very, very fast. This is worm tea, and this is for you guys to take home. It's free.
Cool.
Yeah. Basically, worm tea is not something where someone would go like, what's the NPK ratio? Like, what's your nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium? I'm like, okay, yes, a steak has protein, but your probiotics also help you with like your gut and digesting the steak. That's what this is. This is like a probiotic. So I use this as like, I just cover everything, the soil, the leaves, all of that. What I noticed after I started using this more regularly was like the aphid pressure and the pest pressure went down.
Oh, wow.
My plants just started to look like more robust. It's not that they necessarily grew faster or bigger or anything like that. That's really what it is, but it also is more for the soil. That's just kind of like, it's literally like if you just rinsed whatever the worms make and put it back in the soil.
When I had made, actually made horse manure.
Yes,
tea
yes.
Last year.
Yeah, how did that go?
It went really
Yeah,
well.
I'm sure it went
and
amazing.
I didn't even put an aerator on.
No, yeah,
I
the
just-
aerator is just like an extra bougie thing to do if you have it. And I don't even have an aquarium. The only reason I have aerators is because I grow in hydroponics inside, so I have the aerator stoves.
Well, this
But-
was just a weird, I talked to my youngest into, I said, just, you know, I put a bunch of manure in a pillowcase,
Yes.
watered it down, stuck it, let it drain.
Yep.
And then took it out, and then I would take like a cup
Yep.
and then, you know, water it down significantly.
Yep, and then it's
that's
good to
all
go.
I did.
That's all you need to do. It's super easy. The worms for me are kind of more of like a small scale kind of situation.
Well, I used the worm casting.
Yes, I love the worm
They're
castings.
so hard to find sometimes.
Yes, that's why I make them. That's literally why I make them. They sell them locally here. This is Austin Worm Lab. They're kind of new. They started raising their own worms, and then this is like a bag of worm poop, and you can get it. But I love raising worms just because when I go to plant a plant, I just go over to the farm, scoop out, put it in the hole. That's it, ready to go. And they are a set it and forget it kind of creature as long as you just don't let them get bone dry. Just kind of, you know, water them when you water your plants kind of situation. But I have a worm farm outside, inside of one of my beds. It's the sub pod. It's essentially a milk crate inside of the bed. 110 degrees outside. As long as you got scraps in there, and when I freeze my scraps, I put them in, it cools everything down. The worms are fine. When they get too hot, they go into the bed, poop, make the bed super fertile, and then when it's feeding time, they know where the food is.
Well, I have to
Yeah.
think about that.
Yeah, I'm going to continue to share more about worm farming.
I saw, you know, a couple of.
I've really
things on
only
it.
touched on it a little bit because for some people it's just a little like they're like, I'm already doing so much, I just don't
Well, see,
want to
my
mess with
problem
this.
is, not my problem is, I don't do enough.
Totally
Because
understand.
it's just, I'm at mom's house on Saturdays and Sundays.
Yeah.
My husband did all my irrigation.
Yep.
They're being watered twice a
Yeah,
day.
so like
All I
being
have to
super
touch it.
involved. Yeah, exactly. I totally understand. Yeah, so I love the worms. You could have a worm farm like at wherever your home is. You
Yeah.
can have the worm farm just inside with you. I made a worm farm out of 2 5-gallon buckets. I just drilled holes in the top one so they could breathe. And then that way I just have the buckets and they drain a little bit into the bottom. And then literally I just have my worm bucket. Oh, I'm so sorry, Maddie. I'm so sorry, baby. Oh no, I've got kiddos. I've always got someone underfoot.
Maddie, lay down.
But yeah, I'll share some of my like easy kind of get into DIYs with worms. But I definitely think it's something to consider. If you like using worm castings, even if you don't make the tea, it's good
I
for
do
that.
I love
I
it.
like adding worm
do.
castings to my seed starting mix.
And
That's my
what
favorite
I,
thing to do. Yeah.
I usually add them
Yes.
to the soil. Like I said, I'll buy tomatoes and I'll buy squash.
Yes.
But everything else, and my jalapeno and the sweet basil.
Yeah.
But everything else is by seed.
Yeah.
And I
Mhm.
direct sow.
Yeah.
So I'll stick a little bit in the.
Yeah. It's just,
in
I mean,
thing.
and the texture of it is fantastic. Yeah, please come grab seeds. There are worms in that cup. Would you be able to like just go get some water bottles from like Walgreens for everybody since they're being nice and hanging out? I know everyone's thirsty. I just didn't think about it. Next time I won't make everyone sweat to death and then not have anything to drink.
Yeah, bring a big marine.
Yeah, we'll bring a big marine cooler. I was gonna bring some non-alcoholic beers. And I was like, it's beer o'clock. Yes. I am going to. I'm gonna go ahead and enter in names into the giveaway since we're almost there and everybody's kind of here. Yeah, feel free to take those seeds. They're for you to
Can
take.
I have one of
Yes, take both. Yep. Can I just hand you something and you write like 1 through whatever the numbers are on the side of it? Thank you. Yeah, I'm literally going to run it right now. That way you don't have to stay. Yeah, actually, you can take that one there, but if you want to see the pricing, the building that's right there that has the chairs hanging from it, they have a whole display over there too. Yeah.
Thank you for doing all this.
Yeah, absolutely. I just need literally like 1 through whatever so that I can enter it into a random name drawer.
Okay.
However many names are there. Go. Yeah, it's safe here. Nobody else is coming in here. If someone comes in and steals your soil blocks, we're gonna have problems. Yeah. Yes, I've done potatoes. I never seem to get more than what I feel like I effort-wise. Like I'll get double what I put in as far as by volume, like weight. And that still doesn't seem like enough energy on my end because of how hot it is. If you don't get them in soon enough, they just don't get as big. But if you have an excess amount of horse manure and like really good compost options, I really feel like you could have a better chance. But sometimes I'm just so limited on my space and sometimes my inputs are limited that I'm not saying it's not worth it. Where my bread and butter is sweet potatoes. I grow a lot of sweet potatoes, but that's because we like to eat sweet potatoes. So.
My mother-in-law is a huge potato.
Okay. Yes.
And
So.
that's why I thought, instead of her having to go, I thought, well, I'll grow you a couple of potatoes.
So it's relatively, the way that I grew potatoes and have started growing potatoes is really in like a no-till bed. I just literally dump compost on the ground, dump potato pieces into that, and then put straw on top of that.
Okay.
And then just make sure I water it semi-infrequently, because normally you plant potatoes in Texas. She's just hanging out.
Oh, I was going to say,
yeah, I got eyes on her. Normally you are planting potatoes in February.
Okay.
Yeah.